Do you remember the last time Patrick Ta came out with these duos? The internet was shocked and literally outraged at the price. These are around $40. I did pay for them with the first time welcome discount, which brought them to about $35-ish, but everyone was mad at Patrick Ta for this, and I did agree with them. I did the video last time about these. I did not think that these were worth $40. I still believe that that is an outrageous price, but I have to be honest, this time the colors that he came out with, and especially this one, felt like I needed to try them again. He also came out with 3 edits, 3 all matte eyeshadow palettes, so we're also gonna be testing them today. I did not try this, but I did try this, so I have some opinions, and I will let you know if I do believe that these are worth picking up, at least in the Sephora sale, that you can still get a discount on them. Yeah, this time they felt a bit different. They felt like they were more like the original concept, basically more like what they were intended to be, because these do look much more sparklier. This is the light edit. I don't know why it keeps falling. Okay, I think this is genius. Honestly, did I need another neutral eyeshadow palette with browns? I did not, but this looks so good. Please stop moving. This looks so good, and I cannot stop buying browns. Somehow, help. I do not have the third eyeshadow palette, the big one from Patrick Ta. I do feel like there are some shades that are replicated, and if you have that palette, you honestly do not need these unless you plan on wanting to use them while traveling. Let's just get into it. Will I be able to do this video? I don't know. It's the third time I quit and start again. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a bland eye look. Let me get rid of this. I don't know, people like this, maybe you do. It's gonna be a bland, basic eye look. The mirror is very useful. I can see my whole face in it, so I can definitely use this through my eyes. And I'm gonna start with the second shade. I don't want to put that white. These are very powdery, so let's see how they look. Yeah, I mean, it's a base shade, beigey shade, nothing much to expect there. But I mean, this is not gonna knock off our socks. Is that how you say that? It's just gonna be a cute matte look. And it definitely intended these to come out with the new shades of the sparkly eyeshadows so that you can pair them. I think that's genius in terms of marketing. You have your mattes, you have your super sparkly eyeshadows, and you stay inside the brand you buy from him instead of going anywhere else. And this might be the season where you wanna get these, because you maybe been let down by the new Makeup with Mario Etherealized palette. I just did a video on that if you're curious about my take on Etherealized becoming a franchise. You can check it out, it's already on my channel. I'm basically gonna use all of them, just go from lightest to deepest. Really like these browns for like a smoky look, not really having it become super deep but staying on the more neutral, like soft look that still makes a good eye look for any occasion. These have all a very rosy undertone, by the way, which I think was a good move, because this is intended to be, I'm picking up the other shade, this is intended to be used from light skin tones, and most of the times these neutrals are too yellow or too warm and they just pull orange or a little green, while if you have these like neutral rosy undertones, they're gonna go well with the majority of like very light skin tones. Of course, not everyone has the same undertones, so if you have a rosy undertone, a pink undertone, which means a cool undertone, you're gonna enjoy this. If you are olive, I don't know how that works for olive undertones. Let me know in the comments if you do have that undertone, how pink eyeshadows look on you. And I'm gonna use this basically second to last shade all over my lid. I don't want to put the deepest. I'm gonna use that if I can as an eyeliner. But yeah, you can see they're building up. They never reach that point where it's like too deep. I'm gonna switch brush. I want something more compact because I wanna really pack this on. But still, even if it's the last second to last shade, you can see it's not super deep. I'm fine with that. I really enjoy this soft matte brown look. I don't know at this point if the last shade is gonna be deep enough for an eyeliner. I think maybe the difference isn't like, there's not a stark difference between the last two, because there didn't seem to be a stark difference between the other ones. Like, yeah, the one is deeper than the predecessor, but it's just like a really faint difference. I'm also gonna use basically all the shades I put on my lid as a lower lash line shadow. I'm gonna pick up, oh, something fell. I'm gonna pick up an angled eyeliner brush and I'm gonna dip into the last shade. Let's see if I can do something with this. Hopefully I'm in focus, yeah. Okay, soft, it's very soft. I would need a bit more depth for an eyeliner. This really like blends into the other shades we applied. Well, I applied, you didn't apply them, you did nothing, you're just watching. That was sassy for no reason. Yeah, I don't think you can do an eyeliner with this. I wish it was a bit deeper. So I'm gonna dip into, my cat is yelling. Do your cats yell as well? I'm gonna dip into the Makeup by Mario Nature palette. I'm gonna use the deepest shade there as an eyeliner. So I would probably, if I were to travel with this Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette only, I would probably bring with me like a deep brown eyeliner pencil to do what I'm doing now with this other shade. Or of course you could use a black eyeliner pencil. Yeah, so on this eye I directly went with the other palette and I like this more because here it's more like blended, so it's not as defined. But since I have that other shade in place, it's getting, it's getting softer. Yeah, I do prefer this eye. I do have some fallout, but the only shade that did fall out was this last one because I was using it as an eyeliner, so it also is because of the brush I was using. It's not, I haven't experienced fallout with the others. But let's get to the juicy stuff. So far I like this palette. I mean, it's not like there's more to say. It's a good palette. So if you need a travel compact eyeshadow palette that is specifically curated for lighter skin tone, this is a good option, and it does have two others if you have a deeper skin. Yes, so the duo I'm gonna use is the shade In Your Dreams. I'm gonna swatch them. This has a more scratchier formula compared to the ones from last year. Last year I got two shades, like the brown and the pink. I mean, there's not such a huge difference between the two shades. You have more like a whiter champagne one and a more like warmer one. This second one really reminds me of Space Cowboy from Urban Decay. I feel like this year, at least this duo is more worth it than it was last year. I'm just swatching one of the two shades from last year, and again from the other duo. This other one is I'm With Her. I think that swatch like this, you can immediately tell that these new shades are much sparklier. And what I didn't like about these duos last year was the fact that it says that you're paying for 100% pearl, but that's not actually true, because one out of the two shades in both the duos I got, one out of the two shades are like more metallic, like standard metallics. So I didn't feel like they were worth it, and just one of the two shades was accomplishing what they were set to do. While this year, they are both super sparkly. Now, I don't know about the other duos. I think there's probably at least one, like the burgundy one, where one of the two shades is a metallic and not a super sparkly one. But at least this one, I think, is super pretty. I'm gonna apply both of these shades. There's not gonna be a huge difference between them, honestly. So, I don't know. I don't know where to put them. I'm just gonna go for it. And you can see how much light this gives to the eye. Now, I'm a bit exaggerating it, meaning that I probably would not put so much sparkle on this eye look. I would go for something more like subdued, because I really like the matte look. This is just to show you these are pretty good. I'm also using the other shade, and oh, this is even sparklier. I'm using it in my inner corner. I do believe that these work better with a glitter glue. I do have some fallout and it's not wanting to go away. And I think that it's probably gonna just get worse and worse the more I wear this eyeshadow. This is just for demonstration purposes though. I don't care if the glitter falls on my face normally and specifically today. I'm gonna finish my eye look with my mascara and then I will get back to you. So this is the finished look with the new Patrick Ta duos in Your Dreams and the Edit Light palette. Now let me put on my glasses because I cannot see. So, final considerations. I think that the duos, at least this one, the In Your Dreams one, is more worth it. Of course, I'm not here saying that this isn't a crazy amount of money for two eyeshadows, but you know what you can afford and what you want to spend your money on. I would suggest, I think this is worth it if you're looking for a super sparkly finish, maybe for the holidays or an important occasion. I would grab this during the Sephora sale though, because 20% off, it's a good deal. And about this palette, I think it's very nice. I like the formula, very buttery, very soft. The look I achieved was very soft, even though I used all the shades. And that is also probably a con, because I'm very pale. I normally, just for reference, I normally go for the lightest foundation in the range with a rosy to neutral undertone. And even on my skin tone, this brown is a bit too soft, not deep enough for what I would use it normally, which is the eyeliner. So if this is not deep enough for me and I'm very pale, I think that a person with a light skin tone, like maybe in the middle between light and medium, would not, it's gonna be too light if you want to use it as an eyeliner or a very strong smoky eye look. But I do appreciate that there are options for people with very pale skin, because I think that in the makeup world, normally it's just the people with light to medium skin tones that get the most, and I'm super appreciative of the fact that more products are coming out for both my skin type and of course deeper and deeper skin types. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please remember to subscribe. It only takes 0.1 seconds and it's free and it really helps. If you did watch up to this point, leave me a chocolate emoji in the comments so that I can see that you were here, and other people that did not reach this point will not understand what you're commenting. And thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!